Grand Prix Online just had a Halloween update, and a lot of people are still having trouble finding this new Halloween island, as well as finding a way to summon the two bosses. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the exact location of this island, as well as show you guys the way to summon the two bosses, and also show you guys the new codes that did come out with this update. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I have actually made a video, but GPU updated and I was like, why not just make one, just because a lot of people are also getting confused on the island location and everything. Alright, and now for the actual island location. From Alabasta, you would have to go directly southwest, sort of, right there. So if you were to go straight, go straight, I'm not sure what direction this is. If you were to go west, you'll have to spawn from right where you come into C2. Go a bit southwest and you'll run into the island. It's actually really close, you don't even have to go that far. So I know a lot of people that get confused through it being in C1. A lot of people did already make a video on that, and that was because they had it in C1 in the testing game, not in the actual game. And then I believe FOYU just changed it last second and brought it into C2. So a lot of people got confused about that, including me. So I spent like half an hour trying to find the island in C1 and then realized it was actually in C2. Alright, so there we go. It's not exactly southwest, it's kind of like between, not too much to south, but it's sort of between southwest and south. Not exactly in the middle, but a little bit to the right. Let me just get this galleon off of me and I'll show you guys how to spawn in by everything. Alright, so once you get on this island, you have the pose right there and you have spawn, set spawn. I believe there are 3 different places you can set spawn on this island. This is the first one, just in case you guys don't want to die on the spot. You can set your spawn over here by the pose. Right now they are currently broken, so they will fix it later in the future. I hope sometime later today. So once you come on this island, right when you come to your left side, we have the stairs. If you keep going to your left, you'll run into a graveyard. And I believe it's got a bunch of zombies, but you have to go higher. Yeah, so right here, this is the thing I'm talking about. Right here is rough waters, and you can literally get a kraken, bring it right over here, and just kill it. So this is like the best time for farming krakens right now. But if you go a bit higher, you would run into the graveyard, or you could just follow up the stairs. If you keep going up the stairs, you'll run into this graveyard over here. Now everything is harder to see, but what you said he is adding, I believe, a lantern for a bit, not too expensive. It's only for Peli. You should be able to buy a lantern and it should light up the area, so that will help a lot over here. Then you have this robber hiding over here, but you can also speak to him just to set your spawn. And then you actually have quite a few zombies. They do have haki on, so even if you have low G, I don't think you're like invincible. But to easily be able to see them, just put on your observation haki and you can literally see everything. So getting drops on these guys are extremely easy. How it works is that they have a very high chance of dropping a drop, and they give either the skeleton, they give their arm, or they give their arm. I said their leg or their arm, and you use those to summon in a boss, and you get another drop from that boss, and you get to spawn in the jester at the end. Okay, so yeah, you guys can just farm that. I don't know, because I believe you spent like 30 minutes, you should be able to stack up on full. I think maximum is 30 of each. They usually go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, somewhere around here. So I got 30 arm. I believe that is the maximum amount of arms and everything you're allowed to hold. I can't really see where anything else is. Okay, there we go. I got 24 zombie leg. You can have 30 of that. And then finally skeleton, I have 6 of them. And then once you are done here, you only need 8 of each piece to spawn in the first boss, which is the baal. And then he gives a key, and then you also need another 20 parts to fight the jester. So I recommend you just spend a good 20-30 minutes farming that, and then you can come up here to the main gates. Once you enter over here, you will have to put in 8 of each piece. I think it was 5, but now they've made it 8, just because it was too easy before. So right now it won't work just because I don't have it equipped, but once you have it equipped in inventory and then you hold it out and then you insert the pieces, just count 8 in each. Then the first boss should spawn right over here. That is the baal, the pumpkin head. The only way to fight him, I believe, is the less people on this boss is actually easier, just because if you have too many, he ends up teleporting all over the place, way too hard to hit. Just bring 2 or 3 people, fight him right in the square right over here, get him in a corner, ult on him. He barely has any HP and it's quite easy boss to fight. All his moves do block break, which just make it really annoying, but just take high whenever he teleports behind you or something and then just destroys HP. Now when he dies, he does drop something, and I believe that is the core. You just pick that up. I have no clue what that does yet, but then also you do need 20 parts for the next boss, which is a jester, and it also drops a key, and I believe you can infinitely keep that key. I have it right here. You can infinitely have this key, and it's not a one-time use. You can permanently use it. So once you're done with this boss, you come back over here. You're gonna use the key to actually open this. If you have a friend who does not have a key, make sure he's like right behind you, because this door closes really fast. So I'm gonna use that key, and I can walk in and it closes like right away. So you have to have everyone right behind you, or if they have their own key, they can walk right in. So these are currently the only new clothes that did get added to the game. They're actually quite expensive, 15k I mean, for just the clothes. I don't know, but you could buy these. They're actually pretty ugly unless you try to make something cool out of it, but I just like this strip for now, unless they add until they add the bleach update, the bleach clothing, which I believe is in update 5. But once you get in here for the witch, you're gonna have to take out or hold out whatever, any part, and drop 20 of them. Skull is a bit harder to get. I believe arm and leg have a higher % chance of dropping, so drop 20 of those, and then the witch is just gonna keep staring until the color is gonna change, and then you're gonna have a spawner right over here. Jester now is an absolutely insane boss. Its HP is just absolutely crazy, and 1 damage is off the charts as well. You try to block, he does like 53, 52 damage right off, breaks your guard in like 3-4 shots, unless you main defense. So this is a boss that I really recommend taking 4 to 5 people with you, who are already maxed out with fruits and defense and everything and are ready to fight it. The other thing is that once you do die, you can actually come in, use the key again, drop in 20 parts, and he will open the gate for you again, so you can go right back in and fight it. The only problem is that however long you take, the jester does heal, and it does heal pretty fast, so make sure you guys do get to do it really quickly. Another thing is, I believe it only has 2 drops. It's Jester's, it's whatever, hat or whatever, I believe it's a hat, equipment, whatever. And then you also have its scythe, which is also for 850 Robux. And then for Baal, you have the pumpkin, and you also have his cape. Well, I believe you can get the jester, not jester, the Baal, you can get his head, his Halloween, to wear it as your head. The pumpkin, you could hold the pumpkin, which has this other crazy move which stuns, and you kind of run around not being able to control yourself. Once you fight it, you know what I'm talking about. That's 1 drop, and then you also have his weapon, which is 1 drop. Then you also have his cape, which isn't really that good, unless I think it gives 15% burn reduction, which really isn't that good. But I believe that covers everything for this update, except the fruit. Of course, there's a new fruit. I really haven't seen that much of it, except for the showcase for you showed us himself. But I don't really see how or why it would be so good. I mean, for dungeons it might be alright if you hide in the corner and just use that, but I still don't know how efficient it is going to be. There were also a bunch of nerfs and buffs that are added. Soon I just got nerfed really hard. I really do hope they buff it again, just by a bit, not too much, like make it broken again. And then you have guns, which kind of stun for a bit longer amount. I'm not really sure how good that is. You like M1 uplift and then you shotgun or something just to stun them. That'll be really OP. But I haven't really tried that. We're gonna have to get in some new combos or something with that. And but I think that's gonna be it for this update. And again, I will try to make more videos on this game. Hopefully this game is like really fun just because of how much content they bring and how fast they bring it and how good the gameplay and everything is, and they really fix their bugs and everything. They don't let anything game break and stay. And then I think that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any questions, ask in the comment section below, or if you guys want to contact me, my Discord server is in the description below, so you guys can join through that. And if you guys again do have any questions, let me know, and that will be it for this one. See you guys in the next video.